feel like I talk about this in every video, but I want to shed a spotlight on it, and I want to talk about the strategy for this year's rookie draft class, and it is a dandy of a class. It's deep. There's a lot to look at here, but a macro strategy to build off as a base case to go into, and then going and zooming into the players that you want is something you want to look at, something you want to think about. The macro strategy is just saying, hey, this class is good here, here, and here, weak here and here, and I want to attack these positions heavy and look at values at these positions. Last year, we were leaning into the wide receiver position because it was deep. We were slamming the wide receivers in the first round, second round, third round. We weren't ignoring guys like Breece Hall or anything like that, but we were looking at the values hard at the running backs. We were taking them at value. That kind of switched. This year, we are slamming the running back position. First round, second round, third round, fourth round. However, we're not ignoring the wide receivers either. Taking them at value, taking them at cost, or hopefully below that, getting them at a discount. Some of these guys are going to be able to do that, like a Marvin Mims. Maybe some of the other wide receivers. Once you get to the third and fourth round, there are going to be some tight ends there. This is a deep tight end class as well, where you can take advantage of this tight end class. In Superflex, we know the quarterbacks. We got the big three quarterbacks that will be on the board. Bryce Young, Stroud, Richardson. Take your pick of who you like. We're talking macro here. We're not going to go player by player. Take the one who you like at cost in Superflex because of Superflex value. Or if you don't like them, then you diversify. Take Gibbs, JSN, whatever floats your boat. Watch the running back class closely. Also, when a class like this is so deep with talent, and usually we don't chase day 3 guys drafted in round 4, 5, and 6. However, some talents are going to leak into those rounds. Those might become good discounts for you at the running back position in rookie drafts. You also don't want to overpay for them. You don't want to pay first rounders for day 3 guys, but in this class, you want to watch the values on those guys. If they're leaking in the late second round, early third round, and this guy went to the 4th round, say it's Kenny McIntosh, the landing spot's okay, it's great, you can see where you can get opportunity, it's late second round, you might want to pull the trigger. Early third round, you might want to pull the trigger. It really depends. Don't want to go too deep, but this is a running back class that we might have a UDFA or two hit on us. An undrafted free agency guy or a 7th rounder. A deep guy just hits. This is the type of class to do so because it's so deep with talent. Guys will have their value diluted. They'll fall in the draft a little bit. Also, the other positions might get some runs on it, which will allow these running backs to fall a bit considering that it's so stacked at value. Guys are thinking, or NFL teams are thinking, hey, I might as well get this 3 tech, this 5 tech in the 3rd round. I'll get my running back in the 5th or 4th. I can always catch one later. We got like 10 guys here that I like. And next thing you know, a few other teams think that way. And we got a few guys bumping down the board. That could happen. Some other guys that get pumped up the board in the NFL draft, you may want to take note of too. If they get drafted in the 2nd round, you may want to put a little extra value on them because they looked at this whole batch of running backs and they said, I must pay this premium for him. I must pay this 2nd round pick for this guy. I must pay this 3rd round pick for this guy. Think of it that way too. Look for trade ups. If a team trades up for a running back in this year's class, with it being so deep and being a lot of talent there on the board, 5th, 6th round, a trade up's going to let you know that they're very interested in that guy. That does not always mean they're going to pan out. We've seen a lot of guys, a lot of teams trade up in drafts for running backs, wide receivers. Big story about how they love the guy. Next thing you know, 3 years from now, out of it. So you got to think about that as well. However, strategy-wise, macro standpoint, while I was on that tangent, leaning into the running back class. Don't forget about the wide receivers. We're taking them at value. Tight ends deep. You don't want to overpay for the tight end class. You don't want to be drafting a 1st rounder on the tight end, a mid-2nd, early 2nd on the tight end, maybe late 2nd at the earliest. Even if they get drafted in the 1st round to a good situation like Jacksonville or something like that, even though Evan Ingram got re-signed, they got Trevor Lawrence there. So a good situation nonetheless. Then you also still don't want to overpay because it's going to take a few years for the development. And even if they do hit, it's okay to pay the premium if you still want them, because that's something you're not expecting from the tight end position. And you got plenty of opportunity costs left on the board that you're going to be missing out on by taking that tight end early. You might as well keep pounding running backs. Just keep pounding them. If the wide receiver's not there when you're wanting them, or you don't like the cost of the wide receiver, take the running back. If they are tiered the same for you, the wide receiver, the running back, always take the running back. That's what you want to do, and just load up. We should have loaded up on wide receivers last year in our drafts, which we did, and we talked about video after video after video this time last year. Now it's time to do it for the running backs. You're going to hit on some, you're going to miss on some, so you want to diversify from that position. When you're so stacked in a draft at the running back position or the wide receiver position, you just want to diversify a little bit. Take the guys that you like, but you should have multiple of guys that you like, and just shoot your shot, spray and pray on different players. That way your portfolio is not too heavy on one particular guy. Shoot your shot and spray and pray in that tier. Don't be just going all over the place. Don't be going rando on us. But still, you do not want to go too astray. But this running back class is deep. You want to lean into the strength of the class. The strength is running back and tight end. Quarterback's a lot better than last year. It's decent, not great. You want to hit that. If you really need a quarterback, super flex flyer, you want to take advantage of. Wide receiver is the one you just want to shoot your shot at, take your spots, and catch at value, kind of like we did with running backs last year. I want to hear your thoughts, your strategies in the comment section below. Make sure you smash that subscribe button on the way out. It's only going to help you build your Dynasty teams, hit up them rookie drafts, and everything else. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.